What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? It's your girl. Check me out. I just finished doing some Zumba. Look at this. Crazy happy Zumba. If you've been following my videos on YouTube, you'll see that I post a lot of my dance videos and freestyle dance and Zumba videos. It's what I do. If you go to itstheg.com, you can see the class schedules, etc. But the reason why I wanted to make this video is because in life, crazy things happen. And a crazy thing happened to me before. I don't know if anybody ever, some of y'all, maybe not all of y'all, but it's a pretty popular show that you see on MTV. It's called Catfish. I used to watch that show all the time. Now, because I thought it was always interesting. And I used to always say, I was like, how can you not know? How can you not know that you're being catfished? Okay? Because I was like, oh, the evidence and all that. Nah, nah, nah. I just didn't understand it. But let me tell you something about manifestations and putting things into your subconscious. So all that time, I'm watching this show called Catfish. And if you don't know what catfish is pretty much people who have been deceiving people online, saying that they're this person. They'll have pictures of a really nice looking person and they'll pretend to be somebody else. And they deceive people, other people who think that they're talking to this one person and it's somebody totally different, which is really usually, you know what I mean, somebody just puts on this mask, and that's what social media can do. So just really be careful out there. But that's what being catfish is pretty much somebody not being who they say they are. You know what I'm saying? So I used to watch the show all the time. I questioned it and I got catfished. Never judge anybody else. Never judge others, because now I understand. I was like, okay, I get it. There was a situation where there's this guy, like I met him on Facebook, right? And I'm a sapiosexual, and a sapiosexual is somebody who's attracted to intelligence in others. And at a certain point in my awakening, I became that because I was more into the mental, spiritual type connections more than just the physical connection. So I figured, okay, you know, it can't hurt to have a long distance connection with someone who, you know, you get to know first and everything like that. So me and this dude we met on Facebook, he came after me, okay? He came after Gigi, right? And then we talked on the phone, like we were like cool peoples. And at first I seen this guy picture and I was like, he's not even all that attractive. Like, to me, he's not my type. But when I got to know him, he became my type. So I'm thinking this whole time I'm talking to this guy that looks like this and everything. And then he just started acting funny. Like every time I'm like, all right, well, let's meet up. Let's do some video chats. And you know what I mean? Let me see if you real for real. That's all I wanted to know. Like, I was like, because I like you. I dig you. We're having these conversations. What do I do? Can I see the real you? And he would always kind of go around it. He would ignore me at times when certain situations happened, to the point where he was just like, he ended up just poof, be gone. And so at a certain point, I was like, you know what? Something ain't right here. Something don't add up. Okay? So I became a Neve and Max. Neve and Max are the host on Catfish. They're the ones who do all the digging, and they find out who the person is. So I did my own digging. I was like, wait a minute, something ain't adding up. So I started typing like that. Then that Google picture thing, that don't work. That little facial recognition on Google, that only works on MTV. That don't work in real life, because I've tried it and it don't work. But but I did that. It didn't work. And then I ended up typing in some little keywords that he would use for certain things, like his branding. He was a singer, so he had a brand, and I would type in his brand on the Google and somebody else popped up with the same exact brand, the same exact like description of a whole, I used to do this and I used to that. I mean, it was everything that was identical to this dude that I thought he was. And then I went to the Instagram. And like I said, he was a singer. And all of a sudden I'm hearing this other guy with this whole other face. This person I don't even know. I was like, singing and sounding like him. And I was like, wait, mind blown. Now, when I tell you that was a traumatic experience, that was a traumatic experience. Because not so much for the fact that I was catfished, but the fact that I fell for that shit. That's what got me. I was like, what the fuck? How did me of all people, like, I like to think of myself as pretty intelligent. I like to think of myself as a thinker. But sometimes you get caught up. Let somebody charm you. And he was very charming. He had a very charming tone. Very charming voice. Really good with words. Like I said, I'm a sapiosexual, so he was very intelligent. But it didn't make sense for someone to lie like that. It don't. I was like, and I'm the type of person, I'm a cool ass person. Like, you just be my friend and we just be cool. If you wanted to get to know if you wanted to get to know me, the G, all you had to do was say, hey, I want to get to know you. But be your authentic self. Always be genuine. Always be who you say you are. Love yourself enough that you don't have to pretend to be anybody else. And I know some people might be thinking, like, how did you get catfish? Like, usually the person that's catfishing you has like 2 or 3 pictures of whoever. But this guy was so good at catfishing that he had like a whole bunch of pictures. He had years and years worth of this other guy's pictures, which is weird. Like, you gotta be a special type of crazy to really go in that depth of creating a fake profile. I'm talking, he had family pictures, he had pictures when he was a kid, but it wasn't the guy. Like, his voice and nothing matched. It didn't match. Like, this dude, like, took this whole guy's life. Like, and it sucks because now I'm like, shoot, like, that dude that I thought he started getting cute to me. Like, when I started to know him, I was like, man, he's a good looking dude. So now I'm trying to figure out who this real guy is. I'm like, how you doing, Poppy? But But the only reason why I'm making this video is because in order to move forward in life, you have to heal. And that situation, like I said, it really got me because it wasn't a physical connection. It was a mental connection. And like I said, we would talk for hours. It was a mental connection. And so it really affected me differently. And my thing is, me making this video just helps me kind of heal and move forward. Now that I'm really finding my passion, he came at a time where I was in between careers. I was in between professions. I was really at a time where I was really vulnerable. And he came and it's like he sensed that vulnerability. But because of that situation, I became stronger. I became better. I became wiser. I became stronger. I don't know if I said that already, but it's worth saying again. And I love who I became because of it. And although it's a little embarrassing, it's whatever. Because I'm healed and I'm a better person because of it. So I just want to say thank you out there to you know who. And if I never ever talk to you again, I'm good. Because your purpose in my life has been fulfilled. And now I can move on. With Zumba. Zumba, baby. Check me out. It's theg.com to know more. Let's heal each other. Let's respect each other. And let's love ourselves. So we don't have to pretend to be anybody else but who we are. But I'll speak more on it maybe in another video. But I just want to get that out. Like I said, it's all about healing. It's all about being better and doing better. I'll talk to y'all later. Make sure you like, subscribe, and stay in contact with me. Go to facebook.com/itstheg and stay up to date with me. I post a lot, talk a lot. I'm, very interested in that. Tell me what, I like some feedback too. But now I'm just kind of going. And this video is getting a little long. I know y'all don't like that show. Let me get back to my Zumba. I'm about to go do a Zumba event today. Like I said, you got to find passion, purpose, and happiness. And when you love yourself, ain't nobody will ever be able to take advantage of you. And that's what I didn't do. I didn't love myself enough.